All right, here we go. We're off. All right, so we have Moo here versus Steelheart. Two very solid players. Moo's been playing the heck out of this game for like a billion years, ever since it came out. Steelheart, I believe, joined up the community once this DLC came up. I think he might have ran something before, but I think he's been playing mostly with the release of the Specter Man. So pretty standard stuff so far. Moo going for the triple slash there. Steelheart not going for it. It's not the worst thing you could skip out on as a strat. It saves very little amount of time, and it's kind of risky if you mess it up. But a lot of those really small things really do matter. These players have pretty close times, I believe. I believe Steelheart has a 40-something, and Moo has like a 38. I mean, still pretty close times, but you know, not as close as they could be, but still pretty close. Alright, so we're not gonna... I think both players here are doing the exact same round, not taking any like extra health or any of that nonsense. They're just gonna, you know, they're just gonna go for it. Oh, Steelheart actually messing up the screen. Yeah, that's a pretty bad screen to mess up. I think he slashed incorrectly there, and he didn't reach the skull. Alright, so Moo on Black Knight here. Black Knight, pretty simple. Just gotta stay cool and bounce him in the corner. And if he goes to the left, you lose a bunch of time, so hopefully that doesn't happen. Yep. Clean fight for Moo. And clean fight for Steelheart. So really, the only biggest mistake that Steelheart made, and the reason he's behind, is just because of that last big dragon room. He had to go up there and catch the skull again. Players here are just walking through the tower hub. Wait, what? Oh, okay, I don't know what Steelheart was trying to do there. Wow, that's a really weird mistake. He must be feeling out of it. I have no idea why he went to the vendor there. You only need to go there after you've actually beaten the stage. Not a huge mistake. At least he could have bought something and wasted his skulls. That would have been abysmal. But that didn't happen, so that's good. We're gonna break the first checkpoint here. That's a pretty safe checkpoint to break. Dying on these next couple of screens until like the next one is pretty hard. Then we're gonna go for the extra 200 gold gem there. It's actually a really fast gem to go for if you want gold. Steelheart gonna go for it as well. Moo actually got a really good mini boss fight. Steelheart missed out on 2 hits, I believe, on that quick kill, but still got the 2 bombs to connect, so still a pretty good fight. That's the most important part you want to nail, for sure. I believe both of those bombs actually deal like 4 hits, so that it's tons of damage that you really don't want to miss out on. Just chilling in this hot auto-scroller here. Let's see who does the... Sometimes Moo has the tendency to do a lot of really dumb stuff here. Like, kind of what he just did for, like, no reason. Just because, I don't know. I don't know why people do swag and auto-scrollers. It's just asking for trouble. You just don't go for it, kids. It's never worth it. So Moo playing pretty standard here. Not doing anything too fancy, just the straight up stuff. Oh man, he gets a he actually got a good damage boost at the end there. Yeah, that was a pretty good Jalo room. And he gets a really good last fan cycle. So really good stuff from Moo. Steelheart gonna run into a little bit of trouble. Gets hit once backwards. Still does pretty well though. Is gonna miss one cycle in the fan room. Moo fighting Propeller Knight. And he is gonna get, I believe, all his hits in. And gets a really good kill. Didn't get hit. I believe that's his usual standard kill that he goes for. I think Steelheart missed one hit on the first phase, but still a pretty good start. Gets hit on the second phase. Don't get hit again, Steelheart, please. Oh my god. Okay. That was pretty close. So fun fact about that screen that Moo just cleared. In those little trial rooms for the Curios. Oh wait, what the hell was that? That's some hot new technology that I haven't seen. Apparently if you move in that animation, you can actually cancel that dialogue and animation faster, apparently. But yeah, anyway, let's see if Steelheart does it. Yeah, he did it. So if you attack during those Curio stages, you can trigger the dialogue box with red, even though you're in the air, if you're attacking, which is kind of a weird interaction that I'm sure was very intentional. So Moo's going to be trying here to hit the first pot cycle on the stage. Coming up here in like 3 screens. So you can break this checkpoint right here, and then get into this room as soon as these pots rise up here. And Moo nailed it pretty nicely. He's not going to do the damage boost off the spikes, but he is going to do the damage boost off the rat explosion, which is still pretty good. Oh my goodness. Wow. He got completely annihilated by that one slime. Slime's movements are kind of random. Pete, is that you?
Yes, it is me. I'm here.
Oh, hi. Nice of you to join us. Alright, so you have Moo here taking care of the Alchemeister here. Did a pretty good job. He's just gonna wait here on this fire cycle. You can do a damage boost like on the fire columns if you get into this room early, but it's not really worth like doing that.
Yeah, the damage boost doesn't really save very much time.
So it's just a lot safer to just wait for a bit.
So Moo's now entering the Plague Knight fight, which is pretty difficult. He can waste a lot of time with his random movements and with his clones that he can spawn, but Moo's pretty good at the fight. He'll make quick work of him.
That was pretty decent.
So now Fortuity is coming up on the same fight. And now Moo is entering the first memory level, where you play as Donovan, Specter Knight's past self. No upgrades in this stage, but all of the money that you get carries over into the main game. So they're just kind of little intermission stages. Fortuity getting a pretty decent kill on Plague Knight.
I think the tracker's messed up. Or something weird happened.
It's just fine.
Is it?
So now Moomoo's going to be entering Mole Knight stage, but before that he's going to be buying the Bounding Soul from Red, which is a pretty great weapon once it's upgraded, but before it's upgraded it's not the best. When it's not upgraded, you can only send out 2 of them at a time, and it disappears when it hits enemies. But when it is upgraded, you can send 4 at a time, and it actually passes through enemies while dealing damage, and it bounces all over the place, so especially it can be very effective at defeating bosses quickly. So Moo is going to be entering the Lost City stage with the unupgraded Bounding Soul, because the Mole Knight fight is still pretty fast even with it not upgraded.
Alright, so Moo heading up here on the first beetle room. And he is going to go for the spicy stuff, in which he completely skips everything.
Didn't need to use a rush or the birder. Pretty impressive.
One thing to... whoa. Okay, he actually missed the slash there off the goo lantern, which is kind of unfortunate.
That was a pretty weird cycle. I thought he was definitely going to make it.
Yeah.
Not too much time lost though, he's still ahead. Both runners using the same route.
Oh my god,
no.
Steelheart, dude. The bird actually saved him. Yeah, he took damage from the bird and didn't land on the spikes. Otherwise he would have just died.
So Moo now entering Beetle Skip 2, way easier than the first one, especially if you're going for the spicy way.
Oh, that was lame. He didn't even do the good stuff, but, you know, I'll forgive him for it, you know.
Gotta save every single frame.
Wait, hold on. My screen here is not doing so.
So now Moo is entering the Mole Knight fight. So he'll basically be fishing for double hits while Mole Knight does his dashes, and hitting him with Bounding Soul whenever he can while conserving his darkness. Then he's gonna let Mole Knight hit him, and then he's just gonna slash him down. Pretty perfect fight on Moo's end. Steelheart approaching the same fight. He's now in Beetle 2.
Didn't get the up slash to kill the Mole Knight there, or the Mole Minion, I believe his name is.
So now Moo is going to be upgrading his Bounding Soul, which, like I said earlier, makes it significantly more powerful. It's a lot more helpful in these, in the Dark Reese fight, and in a lot of other fights than the Skeletal Sentry. Because the Bounding Soul can attack upwards, whereas the Skeletal Sentry just kind of can't do anything against enemies that are up above the screen. So when Reese jumps all over the screen, you'll see Bounding Souls can bounce and hit him. They make this fight really fast and really consistent.
Yeah, there's a setup at the start of that fight in which you just kind of jump and throw some souls, and he does the same pattern most of the time.
So now Fortuity entering the same fight. He's a little behind Moo, but not by much. It's still very much anyone's race.
Let's see how Moo does this room. I think he's just gonna go through that top tentacle there with a regular slash. You can go through that room with a bounding soul, like a really precisely aimed bounding soul, but it's kind of risky if you mess it up because you lose a bunch of time if you do. Moo is actually missing. Oh, okay. That's weird. I think
as soon as you said it.
Yeah, I don't know where he skipped that much gold. He didn't die or anything, so I don't know why he was so low on gold to begin with, but I guess he has backup gold there.
For those who don't know what Tolu's talking about, essentially Moo was a bit behind on gold for his route, but basically as soon as Tolu said anything, Moo got some extra gold in the stage that normally is skipped. So now Moo is on the Teethalon, aka 420 fish fight. He's actually missing a lot of the souls, but he still gets the one cycle.
Yeah, he got a little bit unlucky there with the bounces, or his movement rather, which is the actual random part of the fight.
Yeah, the reason he's known as 420 fish in the community is because he can basically get as high as he wants.
Or he can actually get really low, or just like move like an absolute maniac as well.
So now Moo's in the room with Bertha the fish, who deals the most damage of any enemy in the game. So this room can be pretty scary, but Moo got through it just fine.
Yeah, he did like a weird jump at the start of the room, which allowed him to basically rail on all the platforms at the start.
Oh no, Fortuity sent his soul a bit of a weird way. Can you still get the one cycle? I missed it.
Yeah.
So now Moo's on Treasure Knight, and Treasure Knight just gets absolutely melted by the Bounding Souls. Already dead. So now Fortuity coming up on the Bertha room.
Yeah, let's see how he does. He's just gonna use the rush cancel there to start the room with, which is still a pretty good way to go through the room. It's a little bit slower, but you know, not a big deal.
It's pretty amusing how you're supposed to only be able to rush living things, but you can rush bubbles and not Bertha.
Yeah.
So now Moo's in the Lich Yard, and he's going to be going through this stage a lot faster than any runner who is using the Skeletal Sentry route ever could, because he doesn't need to worry about collecting any red skulls or anything like that.
I believe Steelheart had a pretty good Treasure Knight fight as well. It's kind of hard to mess up that fight because the setup at the beginning of the fight is pretty easy. You just kind of hold forward and then just push the basketball button a bunch.
He's generally a pretty easy boss across all of the runs, I believe.
I don't know about that, but yeah, sure.
Depending on route, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
So now Moo is coming up on the Phantom Striker fight. He's essentially just going to be bouncing his basketballs, his bounding souls, down in the corner when Phantom Striker is in there, and trying to get as many double hits as possible.
So yeah, MooMoo getting a really nice kill. I believe he only got one teleport, which is the least amount of teleports that you could actually get on that fight.
And now he is in the second memory stage. He's going to receive the Caltrops from Luan, which are the only extra weapon that you can have in these stages. Let's see if Luan decides to go fast.
Oh, what? He faked him out, dude. He was actually gonna leave the screen, but then he just, psyched him out. I have no idea what happened there.
No, Luan, no.
MooMoo did nail the... You can throw Caltrops there and set up, this whiff up slash off that samurai, which allows you to basically go directly to the ladder. Oh, Steelheart misses one hit on Phantom Striker. But still, made it through without dying, which is pretty good.
Yeah, his health was looking pretty low there. So now Moomoo's on the Shield Knight fight.
This setup was looking mighty sketch. I don't like this, actually. Yeah, that was yeah, that was sketch. I think he missed a bunch of damage at some point.
He did absolutely nail the Luan quick kill, though.
Yeah.
Luan did go for fortuity. That's pretty good.
Oh, Steelheart. I'm not sure what he was trying to do there. I think he was trying to do an up slash off that samurai, but he was too far to the left, and he didn't get it. That's not the worst death you could have by any means. From now on, money isn't super duper important. He basically only needs one more darkness upgrade, which is pretty much free as long as he doesn't die literally a million times. So let's see how Steelheart deals with Shield Knight here. Starting the fight with Caltrops. She hits both of them, which is nice. And he's gonna throw the Caltrops to the left. She hits both of them.
Every Caltrop he's thrown is hit pretty nice.
Oh, misses the last hit there. Alright, there he goes. Oh, MooMoo doing a damage boost off that cog there, but does not get the rail after he lands. So I hope you guys like auto-scrollers, because there's two of them in this stage.
Yeah, this stage can get pretty long.
Yeah, the only reason this stage is lengthy is because of the places where you don't do anything. Which is kind of annoying, but you know. Ah, MooMoo, why you gotta do this?
What else is he gonna do?
Stop. One of these days, he's just gonna completely beef it. Stop! He's just gonna beef it on this screen, dude, and it's gonna be the saddest thing ever.
I've never seen him beef it on this room, but I have seen him beef it on the second auto-scroller, skating in the spikes. But he's only done that once, that I've seen at least.
So he at least picked up the checkpoint right after the auto-scroller, which is a pretty good checkpoint to hit if you, you know, actually want to be sensible about being safe on this stage. Gets the slash off the Grey Knight there.
So Fortuity basically at the beginning of auto-scroller while Moo enters the second.
Yeah, both of the racers are not too terribly far apart. You know, they're still on the same stage and everything.
One death could determine the entire outcome at this point.
I mean, deaths aren't everything. It really does depend on the death. There are some deaths in this speedrun that are very disastrous, and there are some other ones like Steelheart had earlier, which only cost him maybe like 10 seconds tops.
If either player died in this auto-scroller, it would waste a ton of time.
Oh yeah.
Probably
Yeah,
give
autos-
enough time for the other to catch up. Like if Moo died, it'd probably give Fortuity enough time to catch up, but he didn't.
Yeah, auto-scroller deaths are not fun. Oh man, he gets tons of hits off the Bounding Soul there. That was a really good Tinker one. Let's see how he does for Tinker 2 here. So he's gonna try to bounce these souls off the drill here to get some extra hits. He does miss the bounce back on some of the souls, but gets most of the hits. Oh, he whiffed his last slash. Oh my god! It looked it looked like his last one was actually gonna hit him, but it almost hit him. Just barely. Yeah, that's unfortunate for Moo. He had a pretty solid phase 1. But his phase 2 was almost really good, but he missed the last hit. And now you see Moo getting the very last damage, not damage, the darkness upgrade, I mean.
Hi, Baz.
Yeah, Baz talks to you, it's like, whatever, man.
It'd be cool if he was a fight, but he'd also be probably really annoying in this run.
Yeah?
So Moo's gonna be doing a ton of room skips with his Judgment Rush in this stage.
Yep. So the extra Darkness buff is, it's not gonna get a lot of use on this stage, but it is going to get more use on Stranded Ship and like the last 2 stages mostly. So let's see how Steelheart deals with, okay, he does this strat where he just kind of launches a bunch of souls from the shoulder of the mech and just kind of waits for him on the left side. Pretty good fight, actually.
Yeah, it was pretty fast. So now Moo coming up on the books room. He actually missed his toss, but he didn't even try for the toss. I don't know why he didn't try for it.
I think he just forgot.
For those who are unaware, these books that spawn platforms can actually be triggered with the Bounding Soul toss. So we're likely going to be seeing Fortuity using his Bounding Soul when he gets to that room to start the platforms.
Gets some pretty good hits here at the start of the fight. Oh, he gets, I think he was trying to bait him towards the right, but he went towards the left for some reason. Like, he jumped back into the left, I don't know why he did that. King Knight can do some dumb things sometimes. Usually he's supposed to, like, you know, jump towards you, but he didn't seem like he wanted to there. Oh, what the heck? Okay, I'm not quite sure what Steelheart was trying to do there with Mr. Grey Knight.
So now MooMoo's going to be entering his last stage, the stranded ship, with all of its switches and its rails. Later in the stage, we're going to be seeing a lot of MooMoo using his Bounding Soul to trigger the switches as well. So then he doesn't have to go out of his way and hit them with his scythe. That saves quite a bit of time.
Yeah, some of those save a very few amount of time, and some other ones save tons. So as long as you, I believe as long as you like bounce those souls like in the corner there, you can pretty much quick kill that boss like almost 100% of the time.
He did slightly mess up though. He jumped off of it a bit early and wound up climbing on the edge of the screen before the boss actually did die, so he didn't make the jump at the end for that checkpoint. Didn't get to skip the ladder.
You can't really do that either way if you kill him like that, actually, I think. Oh, I might be wrong, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone do it with 4 souls. You can maybe do it with 3, but I don't know about 4.
So now MooMoo coming up near the end of this stranded ship stage. This next part's basically an auto-scroller.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know if that rush stall at the end actually saves time, but it's probably not a big deal. I'd actually be really surprised if that actually saved time, but... Alright, so here we go, Polar Knight. Gonna run into the snowball, throw some souls. Positioning for this... Oh, he tried to kill him on the left side, but he... That was still a decent fight, but he definitely didn't want him to get that extra jump at the end there. Steelheart jumping right into the spear that was thrown by the Viking. Oh my god, why would you do that? Why would you do that strat, dude?
That was pretty terrifying.
Yeah, there's no reason to do that strat. Don't do that. It scares me.
For those who are unaware, the reason that Fortuity didn't die to the spikes there is because he was actually holding down to grind on the spikes with his scythe, but he hit the wall really before the animation could visibly start.
So MooMoo entering the first tower stage here. Let's see if he goes for the damage boost. He doesn't? Oh, he does, but he does the other thing instead. The other damage boost that's not quite as good. And nice, he nailed the spike rail strat for that screen, which is pretty hard.
Now he's in the Crusher. It's a pretty hard skip, but he pretty much nailed it already. He did the only somewhat difficult part.
There's a lot of things that can still go wrong. The collision for this part right here can be a little bit wonky with the rising platforms. Oh, he didn't rail? That's weird. Okay.
Probably just a misinput.
Yeah. So as long as you just kind of hold left on the screen, everything will just be fine, even though it kind of looks terrifying and hard, but it's not actually. So this setup looks fine. He's gonna slash Bertha once. Gonna continue. Oh. I thought he would actually get the checkpoint here, but he didn't. He just kind of went through. Huh.
This auto-scroller's not too scary. I understand why you didn't get it.
Yeah, for sure.
Things can still go very, very wrong, though.
Yeah, there's a way that you can actually exit this auto-scroller very fast by doing a rail on the last platform here. Let's see if he goes for it. I think he will.
And Fortuity actually missed his first book slash there and almost went straight into the lava, but he realized it beforehand. Good save from him. So now Moo entering the Black Knight fight. Tell me what you think about Black Knight, Tolu.
He's the scum of the earth. He's really hard. Moo's gonna try to basically bounce him back in the air as much as possible. I think he yeah, he messed up. I think damage boosted at the wrong time, so he's gonna put him on the ground here using some bounding souls. And hopefully he doesn't die. He only has 2 hearts left, which is not a huge amount. Oh, he actually got a lot of good hits, actually.
He went for kind of a stun lock at the end. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I kind of feel like... It kind of looked like he wasn't trying to go for it. It just so happened that he got some really good hits. That's what it looked like to me, anyway.
So now Moo is done with all the main levels. Now he just has to do Tower 2, which is basically just a bit of a block puzzle, then an elevator ride, and then 2 pretty hard bosses.
Yep. So Moo's gonna slash these blocks over here. He's gonna ride the top of the screen and pretty much avoid all of these blocks. Oh, he's gonna do the wall. Oh, okay. I thought he messed up for a little bit. So if you mess up that strat that Moo just did, you can actually, if you go too far to the left when you go into the previous screen, you can actually bonk into the wall and then have to wait the entire screen timer for the last blocks to come out, which is definitely not something that you want to happen in a race like this.
So now Fortuity's coming up on the Black Knight fight. Let's see how he deals with him. He appears to be going for the... Yeah, he's going for the ground fight instead of the air fight. Not really throwing any souls, which is a bit interesting.
So Moo got some decent hits on the first phase here, although probably not what he wanted. Oh, okay. So he had to wait until the last phase there.
You know, some very unfortunate souls missing on Steelheart's end. Now Moo coming into the Nightmare Reese fight.
Yeah, so this is the last boss.
He can be pretty annoying because the boss himself isn't actually that hard, but the rail patterns are, because they can waste quite a bit of time if you get bad rail patterns.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be able to skip the last phase. Or, yeah, he's not gonna be able to, unfortunately. Not skipping the last phase is kind of a big time loss, but there's not much you can do about it since everything depends on the rails. Oh my god, okay. I got a 39.07 from Moo, which is a really good time.
Alright, so Moo is the winner of this, but Fortuity is still on pace for a very, very good time.
Alright, Steelheart going into Enchantress here. I think he's just gonna do a... Oh, what? Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever seen that particular start before, but I guess it's simple to do.
I think he might have messed up his damage boost there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's hard to say. Those blocks actually helping him land those last couple hits, although she's still not entirely dead yet, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, she's down there wasting a ton of time.
Yeah, you really want to kill her before her second dive phase ends for sure. That's when she stays at the bottom of the screen forever. So we're coming up against Reese here. Let's see what Steelheart gets in terms of rails.
Some pretty jank rails going all the way up above.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Steelheart knows how to skip the first phase here with the souls, because he only threw one at the start. He might have missed one, or missed a couple. I mean.
Another thing about this fight that's kind of scary that's affecting Steelheart a bit is that all of Nightmare Reese's attacks deal a full heart of damage, and he did not get any health upgrades throughout the run. So if he takes any more hits, it's going to be looking pretty dangerous for him.
Oh, he mistimed his souls there. He could have killed him, I believe. He could have gotten 3 hits. Alright, so that's going to be time for Steelheart. Pretty good showing from both of our racers here.
Oh, we have some people joining.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
What's up? We have both runners, both Moo and Fortuity, in the voice chat right now.
Hi, my heart is somewhere across the room.
Is it? Why did you do that for?
The many near deaths.
Oh, we have some people
away.
joining.
You didn't get to see
Hello.
my beetle skip.
Oh,
I
hello.
want to talk about near death.
What's up?
You know-
We have both runners, both Moo and Fortuity,
Oh,
in
God.
the voice chat right now.
Okay.
Hi, my
Who has
heart
the
is
stream open?
somewhere
That's
across
me.
the room. I just cut.
Is it? Sorry, I think it was me. But, yeah, okay. I closed it. Anyway, so yeah, Moo, so you said that you felt pretty on the edge there, my guy. What's up with that?
It doesn't really matter. Like, the difference between my time and Steelheart did not like make me feel, oh, this is gonna be free. You could still die anywhere. I messed up Black Knight. That was terrifying. Enchantress didn't take enough damage for me to chase her under the floor. That was also terrifying. Breeze kind of gave me bad rails, and I missed a lot of my shots. I had no mana.
Tell me about Tinker Knight. How did that make you feel?
Tiny man! I was like, okay, I'm gonna get like a dash attack, but I need to drop it a little bit lower so I don't bonk into one of his wrenches. And then I just completely never got it, so that was real great. Never again.
What about you, Steelheart? What do you think about your race?
I'm just really disappointed because I had the pre-lantern Reese kill lined up and then I fucked up the basketball. Like, it was right there. It was 3 hits, so I was like, oh, yeah, I can just quickly get that. And then didn't. And then I thought I was dead in Wall Knight Beetle Skip, but Steve saved me.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That's happened before, but I just never expected it. I was like, had the controller almost down already, and then I was like, oh, damn. Yeah. Aside from that, it was just kind of a normal run. I tried to, like, I almost bought Dread Talon because I thought I was doing 100 for a moment.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that. I was like, what the heck is going on, dude? Why is he opening the why is he talking to Red right now? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I was gonna pull out my new Dread Talon route for any percent.
Yeah, there's no
Still
coming
working
back.
progress.
There's no coming
Yeah,
back.
that's
if
the
you...
fastest race I've had this tournament, so
That's cool.
I'm happy with
Yeah,
it.
there's no coming back from buying an item like that unless you like literally press X on your game window, like literally the moment.
I think the only thing spicier than a Dread Talon any percent route would have been like a Will Skull route or a Scytherang route.
I'm actually, that was also something I was kind of worried about. I was going through my menus really quickly, and like it occurred to me like partway through it, Maybe I want to slow down so I don't accidentally buy Striker's Shawl instead of Rail Mail.
Well, that'd be a hell of a mistake to make.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I want to know, Moo. It looks like you were like moving between your animation cancels. Is that like faster, or like is that just like a habit thing?
Where specifically?
When you're giving money to the NPCs to unlock them.
Oh, okay. So what I was doing is I actually found a better way of mashing through my menus because I use 2 start buttons. So it's a little bit faster because like I'm actually kind of hacker man.
Can't believe this cheater.
Yeah, 2 start buttons. Moo confirmed cheater.
Wow.
No, wait, I also use 2 start buttons.
I can't believe this.
We're in it together. Yo, but I didn't
Mine
do
is not
Lost
more so
Spaghetti
for
for the
match.
real cheater strat.
Shout out to Mr. Noodle Knight.
But yeah. Wait, what do you mean the noodle strat? Can you explain to the viewers what the heck that is?
Yo, one of the runners, or actually, it's not really a runner. He's a casual dude. He's really cool.
Yeah, Noodle
He's from the
doesn't
Discord.
run, he just plays a lot.
He found this crazy clip where if you knock a slime ball into lava and you happen to be entering the lava shortly before that happens, you actually fall straight through the lava. There's a it's like a 1 second, second and a half maybe time save in Lost City where this happens, but it might be getting patched out, so I'm not going to be using it in my runs. I don't want the I don't want to have a run with the track that's no longer possible on the most up-to-date patch.
It all depends on if they decide to patch it or not.
We'll find out.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're gonna patch it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do, even though it's really lame.
I think it is pretty cool. If I knew for sure it was going to be in, I'd go for it, because it's not too difficult.
You should do it anyway.
Yeah, it looks pretty scary, but even if you miss the timing, you'll usually not fall in the lava. You'll just hit the slime and waste a bit of time.
Yeah, well, scary enough stage as it is. I don't need another scary trick to do.
Oh well.
That's my thoughts on that.
Good race, my dude.
Yeah, good racing dude, man.
But yeah, I believe that's gonna be it for us. Good race, guys. You put on a good show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I think right now I actually I've done goofed, and I have misscheduled my match with Padua. I think it's listed as Wednesday, but it's actually going to be tomorrow if I can fix that. Tomorrow at I forget what I agreed on. 7 p.m. EST.
So that's second place versus third place. Oh wait, first place versus third place, right. Patois currently has a record, and Tolu, you got a 39-20 something?
Some like freaking heckin' garbage that's like 1 billion years old. And my PB is pretty ancient. I'm not happy with it.
Word. We also have Pokemon Crystal coming up on Speed Gaming 2, and Link to the Past Randomizer is still going on with Speed Gaming 1. But yeah, I'm looking forward to your match, Tolu.
Yeah, word.
Will definitely be very entertaining.
I sure hope so. I haven't been putting up fantastic times, really, but I'll try to get good, as the people say.
I believe in you. You too, Steelheart.
Yeah, getting close. Need to get that sub 40 soon, but
Yeah.
yeah, gonna take some work for that.
Alright, I believe that's going to do it for us. So thanks a lot for watching and tuning in. So again, if you liked what you saw, hopefully we can get our scheduling fumble fixed, and you can see a match of you can see another race of this tomorrow at 7 p.m. EST. So that's going to do it for us. Goodbye.
Later.
See ya.
Signing out. Goodbye.